Hi and welcome to the 18th stage of this year's Tour de France. This stage will take us from Salies-de-Bearn to Bordeaux. The stage is 198 kilometers long and it's the promise of a mass sprint finish. My name is Dick Henderson and as always by my side our expert commentator Jim Jones. And now when the Tour de France is coming to an end, a lot of riders want to try their luck in a breakaway. And it was a lot of attempts on today's stage. And after a lot of trying and failing and poor attempts, finally a group of 8 got away from the peloton. And among them was the Irishman Nicholas Roach.
The riders worked really good together, and they got a good gap. But when it was 50 kilometers left to go, Cervelo decided to wheel them in.
And Cervelo test team is still in front, and we will soon tune in live.
Yeah, cause we're now ending our recap footage, and I hope to tune in live very soon on today's stage of this year's Tour de France.
Shouldn't we go live soon? Oh, yeah. Hi and welcome back. It's 30 kilometers left to the finish line and we can see that Cervelo test team is still in front. And as always we got some questions from our viewers. And Jim, this one is from Port. Which team has looked the strongest so far this tour?
Well, there are 4 teams that I think have been really good in this year's Tour de France, and I can just say them high and you can see if you agree, Dick.
Yeah, okay, go.
Well, Cervelo test team, they've been pretty good with Terhushovt having the green jersey and everything.
Yeah, and Carlos Sastre is aiming for a top 10 in the general classification. As we can see that the peloton is splitting up. It's some strong crosswind and high pace in the front. Well, but now back to the question from Porty. He was the strongest team, and I just have to add Astana to the team list. I mean, they got the yellow jersey with Contador, and Vinokourov has done pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you for once. I do agree.
It's because we're getting to an end, huh?
Yeah,
you're starting to love me.
Yeah. And then Radio Shack. They've been pretty good, and I still think that Armstrong might win this.
Yeah, he still got a shot. It's tomorrow's stage, the time trial, and well, Contador is strong, but not so strong. And that leads us to the next question. It's from Cool Alex. Who do you think is the strongest when it comes to time trial, Contador or Armstrong? And Jim, who do you think?
I think Contador is a little bit stronger than Armstrong, I'm afraid. But he's still got a fair chance.
Yeah, because he's got experience and he's a little bit... Well, he is a fax when it comes to tactics, as I said to Tourmalet. And he still got it in his legs. I mean, despite his age, he's still a strong time trial rider because he proved that on the prologue.
Yeah, and it's a really long stage, that time trial. It's 50 kilometers or something.
It can make some differentials in the top 10.
And as you just saw, the gap between the first group and the second group is really big now. It's almost 30 seconds.
And that is bad news for Milram Ciolek and HTC Colombia's Grapple, because they are on the wrong side of the gaps.
Yeah, and there's not GC contenders, but strong riders like Löfqvist and Kreuziger is also back there.
Oh, bad news for the Swede. He has been riding really strong this Tour de France, and here we can see him actually working with the train to get up again.
Yeah, and he did a pretty good attempt to get that climber's jersey this year.
Yeah, it was surprisingly because everybody, included me, thought that he was either going to work for Bradley Wiggins or at least be a kind of a free element, have a free role in his team, trying to better his achievements in the general classifications.
Yeah, as we can see that Cervelo test team is still keeping the high pace in front, and they don't want anyone of the sprinters behind to get up there.
No, they are probably not fairing them for the point rankings, but
they do want a stage win for Terhushovt.
Yeah, but because he's been riding really strong this Tour de France, but he has been challenged numerous times.
Yeah, yes indeed, he has been...
and surprisingly enough, it's Alejandro Valverde that's closest to him, as it's 5 kilometers left with riding.
Quick question, Dick, who will win?
Well, my bet for today's stage is Oscar Freire. As we can see that Cervelo test team and Kestepam really got dominating control in the front. Terhushovt goes on the left hand side as Alberto Contador is actually in this sprint, and here we can see that Benatti and Talaferro and Edvald Boasson on the left side, and Torhusa got a huge gap. The God of Thunder is going to take this. It's 100 meters left racing, and this is dominating performance by Torhusa, and he takes it here in Bordeaux as it's Daniele Benatti in second and Talaferro in third.
That concludes a brilliant stage, a tremendous stage, a massive stage.
Yeah, it was a massive stage here in Bordeaux, and as everybody predicted when they saw the map of this year's Tour de France, everybody like pointed on this stage and said mass sprint finish, and Torhusa won the green jersey today, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did that
yeah.
a few not years, but days ago.
Yeah, he won it. Here we can see it. Valverde is too far off now, even if he wins the time trial stage tomorrow, which he most likely
You
won't.
mean Contador?
Yeah, Contador, Valverde, it's the same. As you can see, that Contador leads the yellow jersey. It's really close down to Armstrong.
Yeah, 22 seconds.
And it will be very interesting to see tomorrow's time trial stage, don't you think?
Yeah, indeed. And we're now ending today's stage.
Yeah, it's time, but we can just tune you out with these beautiful pictures of the podium. And Jim, what have I told you about Phone on Live? Arrivederci!
And he did get chili in his sauce.
Yeah, he eats a lot of chili. We all know that. Suck a dick, no homo. Jim Jones, Poland.